Thank you, Jacob. Tonight, some services provided by regional climate centers have been interrupted. In some cases, they're unavailable now.
That includes historical data and other information relied on by climate specialists and forecasters. Fox 4's Hannah King joins us now on a very pleasant Signal Hill day with what some say is very unpleasant news. Hannah?
You're right, John, and NOAA's regional climate centers are a state and federal collaboration effort. Right now, nearly 80% of climate data simply has just vanished, and that's because certain schools with specific contracts that host that information have lapsed.
Database is now gone. That was hosted at the Purdue.
Critical and historical weather data now is mostly unavailable.
What was the weather 20 years ago on this date? We don't know anymore.
There are 6 regional climate centers in the United States managed by NOAA's National Center for Environmental Information.
Because we've always relied on NOAA from their official observation sites.
Kansas is covered by the High Plains Regional Climate Center. You see here, its website says funding for the Regional Climate Center program lapsed on April 17th due to a suspension of federal funding from NOAA through the Department of Commerce.
The only climate center that has not lapsed their contract yet is the Northeast Climate Center.
Theirs, though, is set to expire in June.
I'm going to manually copy all of this information from the 150 years of weather data that we have in Kansas City into an Excel sheet here at Fox 4.
Fox 4 meteorologist Jacob Lanier sifting through and saving Kansas City weather records.
My worry is the longer that this goes lapsed, the more likely it is that we lose that data forever. And that's unrecoverable. That's 150 years of science. You're starting over.
Missouri uses the Midwestern Regional Climate Center.
My job is delivering climate information.
It's a platform Zach Leeser with the University of Missouri relies on as a state climatologist.
Without easy access to this historical data, it's harder to analyze, provide that information more easily for others too.
Shocking and disruptive is how he describes what's happening.
Yesterday, for example, we're getting into the growing season, and I prepared some slides looking at an outlook for agriculture, and maybe half the slides were really products from the regional climate centers that I was able to pull data from. That's going to be tough moving forward.
He says there's an immediate impact with losing this access.
So my hope is that, as these contracts are reviewed, people will see the value that they're providing.
And also joined in on NOAA's monthly climate briefing with the USDA Midwest Climate Hub this afternoon to try and get some more information. And I wanted to ask them how these lapses in contracts would affect them, but they told me they could not comment and they were unable to answer any of my questions. Live in Kansas City, Hannah King, Fox 4, working for you.